Well, there's a lot of different ways you can go with that one. Ian Boisvert here of Locked On Canadiens, coming to you right after the Montreal Canadiens fell in Edmonton by a score of 6-5. Look, this was a game that I felt the Canadiens had the better of the play for most of it. The first period, they were dominant. The second period, they were pretty much dominant. The third period, they enter it up a goal. They end up going up two very early into the period. Edmonton got a lot of fluky goals in this one, just like their first goal was going 5 feet wide and it hits Alex Newhook in the foot and goes in the net. Montreal has a 2-goal lead in the third period, and the NHL officiating reared its head. They get a penalty. Connor McDavid twice on one shift with some questionable contact goes down very easily, noticeably on both plays. After he realized he lost possession of the puck, he falls down. He draws a penalty. The Oilers score on that one. And after that goal, Josh Anderson gets an unsportsmanlike call. Not sure what exactly it was for. We think it's because he fired a puck in frustration, and that was enough for the referees in their very thin skin to give Edmonton the power play that tied the game, and then a heartbreaking goal in the final minute, or just above the final minute for the Edmonton Oilers. Look, I personally am giving every Montreal Canadien a pass in this game. I thought on the second half of the back-to-back, they played one of their best games of the season, and the NHL officials completely let them down in this one. It is a subpar performance by the guys in stripes, something that I think as NHL fans, we've all become accustomed to. But in a moment like this, when a game ends 6-5, and Montreal had one power play in the first period, and despite having possession for most of the game, the Oilers got the 5 ensuing power plays. The Canadiens never saw another power play after their first one, which is a shame because Ivan Demidov got his first shift on power play 1, and we didn't get to see a lot of it. So really frustrating effort, but if you're the Montreal Canadiens, the one thing you can do is take it out on Vancouver on Saturday. Keep it with us, Locked On Canadiens. We'll be back Monday to talk about that game, and check us out Friday as well. We'll be covering that game and doing our mailbag as well.